Welcome everybody, it's ItsRyanJambe here and today I am answering your questions that you sent in via Discord. Anywhere between 28 to 42 hours per week depending what I have to do in the real world. It is usually around 5 hours each day. No, I would rather watch paint dry. It is something I have planned to do, but it isn't something I have done yet. I am aware people would love to see this kind of feature come to games like Soul Survivor and Race Around the World, which releases on December 1st if you didn't know. Sorry, but it was a good excuse to plug my own game. Of course, I am always excited to release a new game. It means I make more money. I'm kidding. I just enjoy being able to provide new games for people like me who have no lives and play online games all day. Race Around the World is something I feel is unique to Roblox because there is no other game like it. It takes the concept of an obby race but puts it in the real world with challenges which are usually more interesting than your standard obby. It is somewhat educational as well and it is fast-paced, which is something I enjoy when playing a game. Also, it is fun to shout at your useless partner. Look, I'm not a fan of sports, it's not my cup of tea. However, I'm sure those who enjoy watching football have a ball doing so. Also, the boxer is one kind of dog that doesn't enjoy playing football. The boring answer would be to get married and have kids, but sadly I am a single Pringle who does stuff for Roblox most of the day. Honestly though, I would love to continue developing my games further and, hopefully, get a steady form of income from them. Obviously, the more income one get from my Roblox games, the more time I can focus on them rather than other things I have to deal with in my life. I guess this is another opportunity to plug myself, so please go ahead and make sure you are subscribed to this YouTube channel. No, my plans are to continue working on Race Around the World. I have plenty of ideas for it and I am aware there are plenty of people who enjoy this kind of game. I should say that Soul Survivor is not completely forgotten about either. It is there in the background and one day I may go back to it and finish it off. Perhaps in another 5 years, which is how long the amazing Race Roblox waited for its update. Ultimately, I am restricted to how much time I can spend on my games. I'm not from China where they have the 3-hour gaming rule, but I do have other things to deal with. You have to be patient and updates will eventually come. Sadly not, but I would love to visit Sweden one day. I am not well traveled and have only made visits to the United Kingdom a few times, France, United States and Spain twice. Or was it once? Twice? No, definitely only once. I do not do Roblox Eurovision, however, I assume you are referring to Musivision. This is an annual contest I host in May? It might be April, but I'm fairly sure it is May. Another sports question? You're asking this question to the wrong guy. However, if they did do one, it could be quite dangerous, especially if they use our country roads. Retirement? How old do you think I am? But to answer your question, at this point in my life, I want to try and continue building the Jambe Games community on both Roblox and YouTube. I am still thinking about how that looks, so you will have to wait and see. As always, I have loads of ideas and sometimes I do get distracted by those ideas. This isn't necessarily a bad thing because, if I didn't get distracted and do Elimination Tower, I wouldn't be able to do as much as I do for Roblox now. So sometimes distractions are a good thing. Yes, it has been a good year and a half without Survivor, so it will be nice to have it back again. Jeff Probst has been doing his job as a producer to really hype up the season by describing it as a monster, so I am personally interested to see if it lives up to this hype. Based on Survivor's and Jeff's history with these comments, it most likely will not. Apologies if that is a spoiler. I can't comment on it, to be honest with you. I have not seen any Marvel movies, so I can't have an opinion. Well, I have always got plans for games and videos, but the main problem is finding the time to do them and prioritizing the ones I feel people will be most interested in. As always, patience is key, and I will eventually get round to some of the plans that I have. No, I have never watched a full season of it. I have seen clips and snippets on YouTube, but never sat down and watched an entire season. Please do not cancel me. Yes, there are certainly plans to introduce new games, especially to Jambe Studios. One thing I have shared in the past with Plus members is a game inspired by The Chase. Hopefully, I will be able to include that in the loop of game shows I host soon. I don't want to sound boring, but I am not really interested in celebrities. I would rather see normal people play the game, or King George of Bankstown from Australian Survivor. That guy is an icon. I have always been interested in creating games. When I was growing up, I used to use a piece of software called Game Maker to create weird and fun games on there. In regards to discovering Roblox, I had some friends who recommended it. We played Mad Murderer and some obbies, and, yeah, I was hooked. Eventually, I moved on to creating games because I really wanted to be part of some of my favorite shows like The Amazing Race and Survivor. Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but it definitely isn't Bed Wars. I am not a fan of it. There's a few other games I am not a fan of, but I am not going to stir up drama in this video. But for my serious answer, I would say Tower of Hell. It's an obby game, and obby games are something I enjoy the most. I do enjoy escape room games as well. Hopefully, we will see Escape Room 2 on Roblox finally be released. My zodiac sign is Scorpio, and I am not rooting for anyone yet. I need to see the first couple of episodes before I know who I will root for, since I have not seen or read the cast interviews yet. If I had to pick someone, it would be the monster that Jeff keeps going on about in his interviews and trailers. I would love an iMac, you know, those ones with the massive screens. But just like most Apple products, the price is way too high. I can't quantify spending that sort of money on a computer when you can get something just as good for a cheaper price. I enjoy most seasons of TAR, to be honest. If I had to pick one, it would be Season 3. That season has so many perfect personalities. You have Ken and Gerard, Terry and Ian, and of course the iconic Flo and Zach. My least favorite season would probably be Season 32. The 5-team alliance did make it more boring, but they played the game and ultimately it worked out for them. I hope in the future we see some new rules to prevent sharing answers at challenges. That's like asking me to name a show you hate but you think is exciting. But my answer for this question would have to be Whodunit. It was an American show similar to The Mole, if you have seen that. The only problem was the way it came across on television was just not great. The deaths came across too fake and, yeah, not much else to say. I still enjoyed it and I was surprised it didn't get a second season. Still worth watching if you're looking for something to watch. I don't watch many Roblox YouTubers, but I will say Albert aka Flamingo because he is the main reason Elimination Tower became successful. In regards to non-Roblox YouTubers, I enjoy watching a group called The Sidemen. If you're subscribed to Tbacco TV, I suggest you unsubscribe right now and make sure you're subscribed to Jambe Games. Quite simply, more than you. Thanks for watching, everyone. As always, please remember to subscribe because that will make me happy.